Hey everyone! Welcome back to Jessica's Story Corner. Today, I'm super excited to share with you a heartwarming tale about a boy whose love for the everyday heroes of our streets will capture your heart. Get ready for the story of the boy who loved garbage trucks. Let's dive in. In the heart of a city where the skyscrapers kissed the sky and the streets buzzed with life, there lived a boy named Miles. Miles was a peculiar child, not for any oddities in behavior or attire, but for his singular, unwavering fascination with garbage trucks. While his peers played with the latest tech toys or sports equipment, Miles's heart belonged to the mechanical marvels that roamed the streets at dawn, collecting the city's waste. Miles lived in a modest house on a quiet street, but his room was anything but quiet. It was a vibrant museum dedicated to his passion. The walls were adorned with posters showcasing different models from various companies around the world. His desk was littered with drawings he'd made, attempting to capture the essence of each truck he'd seen. Miniature models of garbage trucks, some crafted by him, others gifts from family, cluttered the shelves. His favorite was a detailed replica of the local city's newest addition to the fleet, which he had painted himself. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Miles would wake up before the sun, his excitement palpable. He'd slip into his trucker hat, the one with a garbage truck silhouette, and position himself by the window, waiting for the parade to begin. He knew them all by name and number. There was the Green Giant, which was the largest truck in the fleet, the Whisperer, known for its surprisingly quiet engine, and Old Faithful, a truck that had been on the job longer than Miles had been alive. One morning, as Old Faithful came into view, Miles decided it was time to take his admiration to the next level. He gathered his courage, grabbed his homemade sign that read, "I love garbage trucks," and dashed outside to stand by his family's trash bin. His heart raced as the truck approached, its familiar mechanical sounds a symphony to his ears. The driver, Mr. Jenkins, was a seasoned worker who had noticed Miles's dedication over the years. Seeing the sign, he chuckled, stopped the truck, and rolled down his window. "You really love these trucks, don't you, son?" he asked, his face crinkled in a kind smile. Miles nodded vigorously, his eyes shining with the light of 1,000 suns. Mr. Jenkins, moved by Miles's enthusiasm, decided to give the boy a day he'd never forget. "How'd you like to ride with me today?" he offered. Miles could hardly believe it. His dream was coming true. They spent the morning together, with Miles learning the ins and outs of garbage collection. He was fascinated by the controls, the way the truck sorted recyclables, and the meticulous route Mr. Jenkins followed. He learned about the importance of recycling, composting, and how each piece of trash had a story and a journey of its own. The highlight was when they stopped at the recycling center. Here, Miles saw the transformation of waste into resources, which only deepened his respect for the job. He was thrilled by the machinery, the sounds, the smells. Everything was part of an incredible dance of urban life that most people overlooked. That day with Mr. Jenkins was transformative for Miles. He went from being just an observer to a participant in the world he loved. Back home, he couldn't stop talking about the experience, sharing it with his family and friends, who now saw his passion in a new light. As years passed, Miles's interest didn't wane. It evolved. He studied environmental science in school, focusing on waste management. He joined clubs, wrote articles, and even started a blog about the unsung heroes of sanitation. His room turned into an even more elaborate tribute, with awards from science fairs and environmental competitions he'd won. After graduation, Miles didn't hesitate to pursue a career in waste management. He trained under Mr. Jenkins, who had become a mentor, and eventually got his license to drive one of the trucks. His first day driving Miles, named after him, was as exhilarating as he imagined it would be. He navigated the streets with pride, knowing each beep of his truck was a song of service to the city he loved. Miles became known not just as a sanitation engineer, but as an educator. He visited schools, giving talks about the importance of recycling and waste management. He organized community cleanups and helped initiate programs to reduce landfill use. His passion had grown into a mission, inspiring others to see the beauty and necessity in what he had loved since childhood. Years later, as he looked back on his life, Miles realized that his love for garbage trucks was more than a childhood fascination. It was a calling. His story became legendary in his city, a tale of following one's passion to make a tangible difference. And on those early mornings when the city was just waking up, you could find Miles, now a seasoned driver, teaching a new generation of enthusiasts about the magic of garbage trucks, proving that even in the most mundane aspects of life, there's room for wonder and change. And that's the end of our story today on Jessica's Story Corner. I hope you enjoyed the journey with Miles and his passion for garbage trucks. If you loved this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more enchanting tales. What's your favorite everyday hero? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep reading, keep dreaming, and keep loving the stories that make our world a little brighter. Bye for now.